Hello. So if you clicked on this thumbnail, it's probably because you don't feel that you don't have any friends. And I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm just recording this. This thought kind of came to my head the last night about friends and all that. And, you know, we live in a society with crazy mental illness, extreme levels of loneliness, especially among men. And we live in a society where we tend to take convenience over experiences. And if you're someone who's like me, who doesn't really understand how to make friends and all that, unfortunately, I'm not sure this is going to be a video. Maybe I'll give out one piece of advice later about how to make a friend. One I think is actually very important. I think it's actually one of the most important pieces of having a friend that you can have. We'll get to in just a second here. But one of the things I actually wanted to know, what is a friend, right? Like, what is a friend? And according to Google, what is the term for friend? A friend is a person who has a strong liking for and trust in another. And I don't mind that, right? Especially the trust, right? You do have to have trust in someone to be their friend, right? If you don't have trust in them and you consider them their friend, that's probably what you call a toxic relationship. There's probably more to that. But yeah, that's kind of what the dictionary tells me. Not bad, right? And I like to think that's true. You have to like the person, which I'm actually kind of curious about right now. Term for liking. Being pleased with someone or soothing or something. I think a lot of stuff too is how we go about making friends. One of the biggest life lessons I learned for somebody, and this is kind of a rough one, but it's not rough, but it's there. I like this a little bit more on the term because a lot of people who pick their friends, it's usually based off of luck and geographical reasons. The reason you were friends with people from high school wasn't because maybe you genuinely had a pet or you liked them for a specific reason. It's because you just happen to live in the same physical area as them. And you know, that's okay. That's okay. But I truly believe in my heart that if you're someone who, you know, okay, I'm friends with this guy, why am I friends with them? And maybe you come up with a lot of cons. If the only pro you have is that, hey, we just live in the same area, that person may not be a friend. It gets interesting because what are the requirements to have a friend? Is it just social friends? And for me, if you're someone who wants friends, this is where the part I think is most important. If you're still listening, this is where having a friend is super important. This is where this one thing can help you make friends and help you build like a social circle. And it's something I would say it's your passion. It sounds cheesy, but let me explain why your passion is so important for making friends. A passion, term for passion. Let's look that up real quick. It is an affection. When you have passion, it's essentially love. A strong liking or desire for or devotion to some activity. So pretty much a love for an activity. So if you have an activity that you absolutely love, that is usually where you will find your closest friend. Because for a lot of us who don't have friends, a lot of people who don't really have friends usually don't have a passion that they're chasing or going after. Even they may have one, they may not have one. And I hope you do. If you don't, hopefully you can find it. It is a pretty important part of our lives. Usually passions turn into careers, which, you know, working is a huge part of our lives. And the reason passion is so powerful at making friends is because simply if you do something that you love, you're going to keep doing it. And when other people, if they have the same passion, they're going to keep doing the same thing about what they love. So if you both have the same passion, you're both forming the same activity. Somehow, even if this person lives on the other side of the world and they're chasing their dreams and you are too, somehow this world, our universe, will bring those two people together. Don't know how it works. Don't know how that happens, but it does happen. Because like friends are crazy. It's a crazy thing. They're very important. They're a huge part of our social circle. Whether you have a social circle or not, I hope you do. But you're someone like me who didn't have a social circle for a very long time or wanted more out of your social circle. This is a huge stepping stone to getting the friends that you want. I only brought this up because what are friends? Like what's a friend kind of came to my head. So, and it's cool because if both of you are very passionate about what you do, you'll come together and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I love doing this. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I love doing this. And you start performing the same activity. And since you both have a love for this activity, you guys have a commonality, all this good stuff happening. And you'll have more people come in. Next thing you know, you'll create a mastermind, which we'll get into the future, what a mastermind is. And you can make friends. You can potentially make money this way. So this is the reason why I think passion grinding is so important. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys learned something today. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. This is Luke Frankenstein leaving. I don't know. See you guys later. Peace.